For the 100th time today, a fist was aimed at my head, rocketing toward me with enough power behind it to knock me into next week. That was, if it hit me, which, considering the luck I had today, was entirely likely. Managing to duck the fist coming for my face at the last second, I scramble to the side before swinging up and returning the favor, landing it in his not-so-soft middle. Honestly, it was like I was bare-knuckle punching a brick wall. I only got to enjoy the pained oof for a second, though, because another fist or a leg or an elbow was coming, and if any of the above hit me, I'd be a mushy stain on the floor. My opponent was much better than me on every level, except for the magic one, but I cared too much about the opinion of his pack to fight dirty. Plus, he had a set of sharp fangs he could use to level the playing field at any moment. A leg came out of nowhere and swept mine out from under me. I landed on a hip, the pain of the bone meeting mat knocking the breath out of me. But I learned early on that staying still was just about the worst thing I could do. Scrambling so I wasn't on the receiving end of the haymaker aimed my way, I managed to dodge another fist. I swear to the fates, Marcus, if you let her get a black eye today of all days, I will hurt you in ways you can only dream about. Barrett's voice echoed through the gym. A strangled wheeze made it past my lips, which only pissed Barrett off more. And not in a good way, he added, the threat hanging in the air. Barrett really was the nicest. I should send him a fruit basket or something. Marcus, Barrett's mate, periodically took time out of his busy schedule to beat me into something more than the weak, combat-challenged hot mess I'd been for the last 400 years. And when he thought I actually learned something, he set members of his pack loose on me while he critiqued my technique. Kinda like right now. Finnegan Lawrenson was a beast of a man, and, as his name suggested, practically a Viking. With his white blonde hair, bulging muscles, and can-do attitude, he was one of the larger men I'd fought today. Oh, and by can-do, I meant more like a I'm gonna fuck shit up and eat your entrails for breakfast attitude. The majority of Marcus's pack were of the happy, family-oriented, inclusive sort. Not all of them were wolves, not all of them were able to shift, but all of them were included, taught, and protected. It was what I would imagine the Weasleys would be like if they were a pack. But not Finn. He didn't like fighting me. Hell, it would be more accurate to say he was offended to be fighting someone like me. I couldn't figure out if it was because I was a woman, a witch, or because I was half demon. Maybe it was all of the above. Either way, it didn't feel like Finn was sparring. Or, after that last hit, not anymore. I ached everywhere, from the tips of my toes all the way up to my scalp, and I was about done with my no magic self-inflicted edict. There wasn't a way on this earth I could beat Finn without a little magical backup. What happens if you can't use magic, Maxima? What are you gonna do then? Aiden's voice ran on an auto loop in my head every single time I sparred. This used to be his job, teaching me how not to be a weakling, but I distanced myself from him over the last 6 months. I wanted to think it wasn't me being petty, but since his brother Ian kicked me to the curb, it was more than likely.